In this lecture, we will learn how to extend the volume groups and logical volumes. So let's get started. To extend a volume group, first we will do is we will add a disk or use existing volume group if space is available. The command we will use is pvcreate, and then we will extend it by using vgextend command. So let me bring up the terminal and let's get started. To show you what I currently have, let me run the df-h command. As you can see, I have /tmp/example mount point created already, and the example_lv is the logical volume created already, and it currently has right around 47 megabytes available. It's rounded off from 50 megabytes to 47 megabytes. Now if I run a vgs command, it will show us the current volume groups we have on this system. So test_vg is the volume group we created, and it currently has around 52 megabytes available. What if we wanted to extend this volume group? To extend this volume group, first we will have to make sure we have a disk that we can add here. To check that, we can run the lsblk command. Currently I have SDC available. That's a disk which has 50 megabytes available. We can use this disk and add it to our test_volume group, which is test_vg, and it currently has 52 megabytes. And the new disk that I added, it has 50 megabytes. So let's extend this volume group and use this disk SDC. Let me clear the screen and let's get started. First thing we'll do is we'll create a PV, which is the physical volume, pvcreate, and let's add our new disk, which is SDC. Hit enter. Successfully created. Let's extend our volume group. vgextend is the command we're going to use. Then we mention test_vg, which is our volume group that we are extending. And then you mention the PV, which is /dev/SDC, hit enter. Volume group test_vg successfully extended. Let's run the vgs command again. This is the test_vg. As you can see, it's been extended to 152 megabytes. And that is how you extend a volume group. Next is we will extend a logical volume by using the lvextend command. So let me bring up the terminal. Let's look at what we currently have. Let's run lvs command. Currently example_lv has 52 megabytes available, and currently it's on test_vg, which is the volume group. Let's check test_vg's disk space. We type in vgs command. Test_vg currently has 152 megabytes, out of which 100 megabytes are available. So we can use that 100 megabytes to extend our logical volume. So let's extend example_lv, which is the logical volume, currently at 52 megabytes, and let's change it to around 80 megabytes. Let me clear the screen and let's get started. The command we will use is lvextend-l, and then you can mention the space you want to assign it. In this case, I'm assigning it 80 megabytes. It was currently at 52 megabytes, and now we will make it 80 megabytes. /dev test_vg, and then we will mention our logical volume, which is example_lv, and then hit enter. So we have successfully extended it, but we have not yet extended the file system. To extend the file system, we will run the following command, resize to fs. So let me bring up the terminal again. Let's run that command, resize to fs, and then you mention the path, /dev test_vg example_lv, and then hit enter. And then you'll see the message on your screen, file system at example_lv mounted on /temp/example, online resizing required, etc., etc. And now your file system has been extended. And keep in mind, your file system was currently live, it was on, it was mounted, and you have extended your file system while it was already mounted and usable. Now to double check, if I run df-h command, and if you look at this line right here, your logical volume has been extended, which is mounted to /tmp/example. Now it's around 74 megabytes because it rounded it off. When you do a round off on ext3 system, usually the space is a little bit less than what you gave it. So we did 80 megabytes and it's currently showing around 74 megabytes. And that is how you can extend a logical volume. Let's look at another way of extending and resizing a logical volume. In this example, you can use the same command lvgextend, and you can type in -l, and then you can just mention +20m, and it will add additional 20 megabytes to your existing size. This way you don't have to calculate the whole size and make it a certain amount. If you just wanted to add 20 additional megabytes or 20 additional gigabytes, you can just type in +20 M or G for megabytes or gigabytes. Also, if you see right at the bottom at the last line, there's also -R option. If you use the -R option, then you don't have to run the resize to fs command. You can resize the file system just by running this example. So let me bring up the terminal and let's run this example as well. So let's run the lvs command. As you can see, example_lv, which is our logical volume, is currently at 80 megabytes. Let's make it 100 megabytes. To do that, let's run lvextend command again, -l, and let's use the +20m. Now we are giving it additional 20 megabytes. And then we can do -R option, which will automatically resize the file system as well. And then we give it the path, /dev test_vg example_lv, and hit enter. Once it's done, let's run the lvs command again. As you can see, example_lv has been resized to 100 megabytes. Let's run the df-h command. As you can see, now it's showing 93 megabytes because it rounded it off. But that's how you can extend a logical volume. And these are the two examples, and you can use whichever one feels more comfortable to you. I hope you learned something useful in this lecture as well, and I will see you in the next one.